It wasn't just Necromunda minis that we saw revealed on Monday, we also had a little bit of old world news as well, which, why this wasn't in the preview I don't know, although I suppose technically the preview was just Empire, so they probably didn't want to muddy the waters by introducing a Chaos model, but given how incredible this Chaos model is, I feel like she deserves a bit more fanfare, because this is fantastic. This is Frydaal the Chainmaker, and good lord, I love this miniature. A raider from Norska, Frydaal the Chainmaker is one of the most bloodthirsty champions who have reaved the Sea of Claws, which sounds good to me, to be honest. Even before she took her first steps on the path to glory, Frydaal was a cruel warrior who delighted in letting injured survivors flee to nearby towns and villages, what a wrong un, spreading her legend and sowing fear across the lands. She campaigned across the Shadowlands, accruing many confident victories with her warband and earning profane gifts from the dark gods. Her long campaign in the realm of chaos caused great horns to sprout from her skull, and she eventually became so powerful that a single blow from her flail, named Storm's Fury, could shatter bones and crumple armour. Good lord. Building her up there, building her up nicely, but to be fair, look at her. This is such a good model. I love it. I need her. I need her immediately. Oh my god. For a start, it's kind of difficult to tell scale, right? It's kind of difficult. We don't have like just a normal, non-chaosified, just rando to compare her to, but on the surface at least, she seems absolutely massive. Like, I think probably she's not as big as she seems like she is, but good lord, the girth, the absolute girth on this lass is mad. This feels like kind of traditional chaos, traditional, not evil, but there's a lot going on in terms of just detail, right? You've got skulls and heads hanging from bits of rope. There's a big old chaos star dangling down from a belt. There is a lot of material. It is quite a busy miniature. But when it comes to the kind of the trappings of chaos, when it comes to like mutations and the like, what we've just got is two massive horns. Even if it wasn't for the heads and the skulls dangling down and the obvious, chaos icon on the flail, for instance, you would be able to just look at that head in a mass of armour and fur and immediately go, oh, that is most definitely a Chaos Champion. That is 100% what that is. You cannot mistake that for anything else. There's only one possible reason for this person to look like this. They're having a whale of a time being affiliated with Chaos, right? The armour does look fantastic. I really, really like it. Nice and angular in some sections, battered. It looks kind of not cheaply made, but not like really well made. The huge cloak with the fur over the shoulder is awesome. Also, the kind of leather straps that are coming down with the chainmail underneath that is under... Is it under the shoulder pad? Under the pauldron? I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. There's a lot of like mixed kind of... There's a lot of layering going on there that makes the detail a little bit obscured, but I don't know that I mind that much. I also really want to see the other shoulder, because it looks like there's something interesting going on there. Is that like a little bit of a tilt shield going on? Is it scaled? Is it just like layered and segmented? I can't really tell. There's some sort of horn thing going on for sure, but it almost looks like it's a bit more gold than it is the rest of the armour. Oh, okay. I mean, I need the 360-degree view, and I need it yesterday. Technically on Monday, when this was first shown off. Oh, God, I was so behind. I will say as well, I think that's a decent bare head. I think that's a good, bare head. She looks angry and like she's snarling at someone, or is telling them that she's about to somehow take their head off with a big flail. I'm assuming she just disintegrates the chest as soon as she hits them. I'm guessing that's what it is. She collects the heads afterwards, because when she hits the chest, it simply evaporates and the head is left to flop onto the floor cartoon style. At least that's how I'm choosing to interpret it. I could be wrong. I probably am. Why would you even put that much thought into it? I don't know. There is obviously a bit of tactical rock going on, but I'm now at the point where I'm just willing to let them have a pass for tactical rocks if the mini on top of the tactical rock looks cool enough. And frankly, she could have twice the height of Tactical Rock and I wouldn't mind. The flail is monstrous, it's fantastic, It seems hugely impractical. I'm all on board. I mean, to be honest, even without the chains and the spiky balls on the end, it looks like she could just murder people with the thing the chains are attached to. I mean, look at the size of the chaos icon, the spiky chaos icon that could be a piercing or bludgeoning weapon depending on which bit you hit them with. You don't even need the flail bit. You got a massive stick with a heavy lump of metal on the end that could easily kill somebody. I will say that I'm super curious as to what this would look like with a really massive sword blade attached to that haft. It could be incredible, or it could be terrible. I mean, possibly both, to be honest. Could well be both. I believe we also have a shield on her back as well, which, does that imply that she can wield that weapon one-handed whilst holding a shield? Because, oh dear God. Again, I'd be totally okay with it, but that would be horrific to see on the battlefield. To say, okay, shoot her down. Okay, I know she's got a shield. Wait, she's still evaporating people with a giant mace. Quick, run away. Oh, just overall, that is a 10 out of 10 for me. That is a 10 out of 10. It's too busy. There's a bit too much going on. It's a little bit cluttered, but for some reason, I just don't care for this one. I just don't care. And I should, it makes me hypocritical, but you know, if you've been around here for any length of time, then you know that being hypocritical is a core pillar of this channel, and it's just how things go. Let me know what you think of her in the comments down below. Are you a bit more put off by how busy the model is, or are you, like me, you just kind of need to paint that right now? Because that's where I'm at. That's pretty much where I'm at. I just want to paint that model, and I would like to paint it this moment, which is a real shame, because it's not out yet. Hopefully soon, because I really... Actually, no, what I want to do is I want to kill my D&D party with it. I think that's mainly what I want to do with her. I think that's mostly it. But it's good to recognise your flaws and then work on them. And by work on them, I mean act them out. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. In the meantime, feel free to click all the things, and I will see you for the next one.